Well, what are you going to do with him? What if he wakes up?
We're going to quickly try to figure out a way to get this thing out of him.
Here, we get a leash on and put him in the ground.
Let's go the first aid kit. We've got about some tranquilizers. I'm going to have to knock them out just for a little bit till we figure it out.
Suppositories. I got a bunch of them, Steve. You made
Poor
me
Steve. He wakes up tranked, covered in slime and gorilla fur with a... Why is my butt squishy?
Just test it.
It's Tuesday night!
Get that in there.
We're the Raconteur Society, and you're not.
That's right. Anyway, we're playing Ghostbusters tonight. Ghostbusters tonight.
Yes, we are being visited tonight by a friend of me and Mike's. I've known this guy since high school. BJ.
Hey,
Welcome.
Hey.
Bumped into him today and invited him to sit in, so he's going to play Ghostbusters.
BJ, if I remember correctly, was part of some of the original core group.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys first started playing, role-playing in the area.
He was part of the group before I met Mike and Brad.
Oh, my God, you're that old.
We used to draw a cartoon or comic book together in high school.
Yeah.
And we hosted a radio show at
WVKC. Yep.
Aardvark Radio.
Yep.
It sucks.
Oh, we had fun. We were like, they're like, you can do whatever you want after midnight.
Anything? Thank you.
Obviously, Ghostbusters with a little bit more of the real Ghostbusters humor, all-out humor. So, but hopefully we can get to scary stuff too. So, without further ado, without further ado, we can get started if you guys want.
Let us game.
Yep. Okay, so we are going to start. This takes place in a town called Coopersville, Ohio.
Coopersville.
Yeah, Coopersville, Ohio. Coopersville, Ohio headquarters is an old Quonset hut on an old small airfield that's abandoned. They have the little three-story air traffic control tower, which is their headquarters. So that's where all these characters live. And you guys have gotten an email from GBI headquarters, Louis Tully, letting you know that you are going to have a new recruit report to your facility for a bit until they can find a place for him.
Oh boy!
So
Hot dang!
it's not Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
They don't.
Whiz!
He doesn't own the Ghostbusters yet.
Wait, yeah, man, you like that? It makes my voice sound like somebody. wait. Yours.
Okay,
Hey, here we go.
that's more appropriate for this.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, you guys are pretty much sitting around the headquarters. It's probably midday. All right, so you guys are all sitting around your headquarters. It's been a pretty quiet day. You can be in your jumpsuits. You don't have to be, whatever. Steve is probably in the workshop tinkering with some traps, trying to get them recalibrated to the right frequencies. Probably going through, he just got done with the proton packs and getting all the chicken feathers out from between the gears and stuff like that, making sure they operate.
Well, Nightbot's working finally.
Oh, thanks, Nightbot. So, what are you guys doing around the headquarters?
Playing Minecraft
Playing Minecraft. Anybody playing Minecraft?
and eating bananas.
I'm playing it for real life.
Okay, so he's out building a mine in the
On the back 40.
He's
mining
crafting a
for
mine.
gold.
Yep.
So,
I watched Tracy do this. Now I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I can do that for reals. Watch this. You double dared me to go out there and make one.
Tracy looks out the window for half a second, just goes right back to playing Minecraft again. Like, whatever.
I keep hitting this rock, and they don't turn and give me another rock.
Well, I was probably at the university, maybe just having a tea or something with some of the professors or whatever, and talking about.
He made tea out of the
Okay.
I'm just
professors.
sitting back and coming in, and I see a couple new faces.
Not yet.
Not yet.
not yet. Nope. You've worked with Tracy before.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Tracy just comes and goes.
Anastasia, where is...
I'm at the lab,
Okay.
But then
So-
again, so does
just doing my research.
Okay. So...
so does Jackrabbit. So.
Okay. So anyway, you guys, taxi cab drops you off. Here's the Ghostbusters. This is where you're going. So you pay the
Okay.
guy, or
I'm gonna pay the guy,
yeah.
grab my bags, look around. What do I see?
Probably hear something in the back going ching ching.
You see the Quonset hut, but it's closed. But on the front, it does say Ghostbusters. And the air traffic control tower is just a square tower, but the first floor has like a cutaway, so it like the corner, and then the door here.
Okay. Is there anybody around?
Yeah, above that door is the Ghost logo. You don't see anybody outside.
Okay.
You probably hear him cussing in the backyard though.
Well, yeah, you probably do hear tink, tink. Well, gall darn. Steve probably comes down to get some paperwork. So he comes down, walking through the lobby. So you see somebody walk through. So
Not me.
And it's not an automatic door. You can either put one down, knock, or kick the door, however you want to get
I
attention.
probably got my bags in both my hands, and I'm just trying to walk around, so I kick the door with my
Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see if he notices.
See if he notices. Steve.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
not.
And he rolled a ghost.
Oh
no.
Lord.
So
He's
you
gonna
see the
screw up
guy
opening the door.
walking through the lobby. He stops, looks around, looks over at here, checks his shoes, shrugs, and goes on into the office.
Where's our secretary at?
She's not here today.
Okay.
She's coming in late. So,
Let me see if Tracy notices.
yeah, you can roll your brains.
Green, the dark green's the ghost die. And I rolled a ghost. 2 6s and a ghost. Holy shit.
Okay. you do the same thing. You're
Yeah.
like,
Beep, beep, beep.
hold your little controller up. You don't hear it now. Just then outside, a little car, like a little subcompact car, pulls up, like a Ford Fiesta or something, kind of pulls up, and you see this girl get out. And African-American, dressed very, like, trendy, but casual. She gets out of the car, grabs a book bag, shuts the door, walks up, kind of looks at you for a minute. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm the new recruit.
Oh, yeah, we got an email. I'm Shania. I'm the receptionist. Here, come on in. And she opens the door for you, so you can come on in.
Okay, so I shuffle in with my bags.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm completely encumbered by them, so...
Yeah. Your muscles will
The
too.
Ghostbuster
Well, I'm not muscly, so...
Yeah. So you kind of shuffle in. She's like, you need some help?
Please.
Okay. She takes one of the bags, kind of like, God. So you
Brought all
guys,
my bricks with me this time.
you guys.
Careful. I got important stuff in there.
Oh, okay. All right. She sets it down in front of the desk, and she's like, let me get around here. She kind of sets everything down. She's like, so punches up the computer, takes a look at something like, okay, so all your paperwork's filed, and you are...
Francis Splat, but everybody calls me Bob.
Francis Splat, but everybody calls you Bob.
Bob.
Oh, okay. Bob, well, welcome aboard. We do have a room set up for you upstairs. So anyway, she's like, well, there's lockers over here for your jumpsuit. She kind of walks you over there. And she's like, upstairs, third floor is the living quarters. So just pick a bunk. Yeah, I think there's one that's unoccupied. You can use that. So
Oh yeah, it's unoccupied, all right.
Is there windows and stuff around?
yeah, there's a few windows in here.
Can I have one that's not near a window, please?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's one up there. So, okay. And she's like, and you see that guy who walked through the lobby come out of the office and almost bump into you and Shania. He's like, oh, sorry. Did you knock?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear. I heard something, but I was too busy in my research here. So, Shania's like, this is the new recruit, Bob. He's like, oh, okay. Nice to meet you. He shuffles all his papers and he shakes your hand. He's like, great. I'll take you upstairs so you can get settled. He looks around. He's like, looks over at the couch and immediately looks away. We'll introduce you to the other members here pretty soon.
Okay.
So he kind of hustles you over to the staircase. Do you make a brains check? This will be your first roll of the evening.
All right, brains.
And what is your talent for brains?
Occult.
Okay, no, not gonna work in this.
You guys aren't suspicious right now, are you?
Stick to tomato.
So your target number is gonna be, I'll say 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right, so I roll 4 dice.
Yep, and add them together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had them together.
Yep.
Yep. So 8, 9, 11.
11. Okay. So when he looks over at the couch, we'll go upstairs. I'll introduce you to everybody later. And he starts to walk. You look over there and you see from behind somebody big, really big, furry, with like a big Panama hat, like a fedora or safari hat, kind of over there in front of a TV playing Minecraft. But you see him from the back and you're like, no.
Yeah,
That can't be.
he's just going to keep his mouth shut. No, so imagine a very skinny little guy, greasy hair, black. One eye is like almost always open. He's just always looking around.
Okay.
And he's very stern and quick with people. Yeah.
Okay. Not off-putting at all.
No.
Okay. All right.
I have degrees, sir.
So Steve takes you upstairs.
Okay.
You get your bunk. There is one without a window. So he's like, well, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
Oh, okay. Well, we can get you a different bunk.
I mind not being by a window.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Well, this is your bunk. You can.
My bunk?
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want with my bunk.
Don't set it on fire. But
Why would I set it on fire?
I don't know. We've had it happen. He just kind of shrugs like we've had it happen.
He just looks at you. All right.
Yeah. So this is your bunk. So this is your bunk. All right. And store your stuff here, and when you're ready, I'll introduce it to the others.
Okay.
So we have the fire pole over here, or the stairs, whichever one you want to take.
Is that safe?
Sure. Yeah. As long as
Okay.
you know how to use it.
go down, right?
Yeah. But
I got
That's
it.
your trace. You can go up and
yeah, he says, but we've had things happen there too. So just be careful.
Okay.
And he walks off. I gotta go.
Firewall has
You
no
signed the disclaimer, the
Yeah.
waiver anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did sign your
sign the
last
waiver,
will and
dude.
testament,
Yeah.
didn't you? Your insurance forms. So he's like, well, I'll meet you on the second floor. Well, I'll meet you in the lobby again. I just got to drop these off in the workshop, and then I'll try and gather everybody up.
Okay.
All right. So as he walks by, he looks in his bunk and grabs a walkie-talkie. So, and he's wearing his jumpsuit, but it's open, and you notice he has like a T-shirt with like Wolverine on it, and he's average height, average build. He also has the muscles of 2, so he's not very big. But he's got red hair, blue eyes. He's about 5'8", and you can tell when you walk past when he grabs the walkie-talkie out of his bunk. There's like comic book, sci-fi stuff all in there, books on parapsychology. So this is probably the geeky guy of the group. So,
Got
and he introduced, I'm Steve Chase. So welcome aboard.
All right.
Zombie
Bob.
Jesus did make a prime statement that we need to repeat, and that is that Happy birthday, Dan Aykroyd!
Yeah. Happy birthday, Ray.
Happy birthday, Ray.
So,
And pretty close to this guy, too. Happy late birthday, Beej.
Thank you.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy belated.
Let's all go to
The
the
lobby. Remember to eat your popcorn. The hell with hot dogs.
So, Steve's going to get there first. You are probably going to get there next. You are probably right in the lobby or right near it. So
Sounds
you
like I
just,
was kind of close to it. So
you were in the lobby playing Minecraft.
I just like sit on the turn around, like turn the whole couch around and sit down again.
And then you're going to come in just as you get back downstairs.
Okay.
So, you enter the lobby, and all the Ghostbusters are here. You recognize Steve, obviously. There's Shania, the receptionist, and you see, go ahead and describe yourselves. Let's start with you.
Okay.
There is a picture here.
I'm Pertwee. Black hair, 5'8", about 55, blue eyes, about 180 pounds. And I've actually probably not got this on. I probably got regular suit and tie and trench coat. I'm probably getting a sheaf of files that I brought back with me from where I had come from.
And he looks a lot like
I was kind of Columbo.
Columbo.
Anywho, her name is Liza Beth Mayberry. She's 5'9", sandy blonde, but she does have a buzz in either. So she's got a
Welcome.
mohawk.
Turn it a little more toward you.
She's paranormal researcher. You know, she was under the tutelage of the late Spangler, but she's also a farm girl at heart. So she wrestles calves. She's good with animals, thus good communication with Tracy, and she's a good sling shooter.
And there's a picture of her up on the screen, I believe, too.
At extreme right.
Yep.
Like the character,
Thanks.
but Bob goes, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think his biscuit's done in the middle.
Why don't we go with you next?
Well, and coming from outside is a big fella, 6'6", all muscle. He's got 5 muscles, just nothing but muscles and nothing upstairs controlling it. So he's got his Ghostbusters things dirty, and it's all the way down. So it's just all chest hair and muscles. And I look at him here, but what was that? What's that comedian? Ginger Billy. He's almost kind of like,
Ginger Billy.
Ginger Billy.
yeah,
Oh
he's
my
got that
God,
muscle. He's
he
just
is.
kind of like, "What's up, America?" But Dale has a really good interpretation right there on the screen. But he comes in, he's covered in dirt. Basically, he puts down this perfectly looking block
He's got a
of
cowboy
dirt.
hat on.
Yep, big old cowboy hat. Puts the dirt down. As soon as he puts it down, it just disintegrates in a pile. Dag nabbit! Well, where's the meat? You said there was meat in the lobby. I'm hungry.
A meeting. A meeting.
Meeting?
A beating. Oh, wait. No,
What?
Never mind.
No, don't say that. He'll start his wrestling.
Well, I can't do this. This Minecraft thing's impossible. Look at it.
Steve just looks at it like Minecraft.
Yeah, well, look. I brought it in perfect square. I mean, I had
Tracy
that.
literally just does the whole.
And Steve's like, never mind. Okay, well,
I
bad
keep
luck.
telling y'all.
I
he
tell
needs
you
a
what.
urinate.
And now you can describe Tracy.
All right, sitting on the couch is a way oversized male gorilla wearing a fedora and cargo shorts that have the Ghostbusters logos on them, who is currently shaking his head at Mike's character for trying to actually play Minecraft when he was playing Minecraft. He's, if you know the original Ghostbusters Filmation cartoon, this is the gorilla from the original Ghostbusters Filmation cartoon. Tracy the gorilla.
Bob does not look very surprised at you.
Now, Tracy.
Yep.
Matter of fact, he just kind of sternly looks at you, just kind of like,
Now, Tracy, I got you a banana. But I also got you a mango, just in case, he's a little too suspicious, if you know what I mean. Here you go.
So he's like, well, everybody, this is Bob. He's our new recruit. He's going to be...
Bob, nice to meet you. God dang, how nice to meet you. Man, that's good to have you. And give Big Ol' Barry, you're going to be just fine here.
Yeah.
Don't kill him.
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about the dirt. Sorry about the mud. I don't like this. Minecraft and all. You know how it is. The kids.
Do you know that Minecraft was started by a company that is run by the Dolly Madison Corporation, that they're actually a entire society underground that is trying to brainwash the children of the world?
Screw it.
I did not know that.
I'm getting the aluminum
You're
foil.
all going to get infected by that.
That's it. I'm getting aluminum
Man.
foil. Do you need me to make a hat for you?
Who would have thought the people who make pineapple dole
You hear my
would
words, I'll
make
prove it.
that Minecraft thing? No wonder it's so fruity, so crazy. I think you're onto something. I'm gonna dig out in the yard and find these people.
I need to analyze his brain.
Get out in the yard and find these people.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Steve's like, well, and just then you hear the alarm go off. Shania picks up the phone. I'm sorry. She picks up the phone. She's like,
Help!
really? Yeah, we'll be right there. Okay. Click. Hits the alarm, which is
We're right
really
here.
loud. And she stops, turns it off. She's like, sorry, habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a call downtown. There is apparently a taxi cab running amok.
It's not the Dole Corporation, is it?
It's yellow.
Tracy leaps up off the couch, grabs a hold of the overhanging light, swings over to the equipment counter closet, rips his open, and pulls out his back proton.
All right.
Okay. All right. So the gorilla jumps, swings over to his locker and gets his stuff. Steve's like, most of the equipment's already loaded, so he zips up and he grabs the keys and starts running out. So when you guys get out to the shed, the Quonset hut, the Ecto 1's there. You guys all get dressed, get out there. Now's the time when we get to pick who's taking what equipment.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So who wants a proton pack? Okay.
Actually, no, Tracy used the slime blower. That's correct.
Okay.
He's big.
Slime blower. All right. So let me do this. Proton pack, slime blower.
Radio and meter.
Okay. No proton pack.
Not tonight,
Okay.
but I will take a trap.
Well, he said some equipment was in the car already, so maybe put it in the car.
Yeah, this is just to let you know what you want, and then okay. So, and Anastasia, you have a proton pack. What
Proton
else?
pack and a trap.
And a trap.
And you have PKE meter?
Yep. You want one?
Yep.
I just had them. Where'd I put them?
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
I had nothing to do
All
with
right.
that.
You want to slide?
Tracy's
Anything else?
Slime thrower.
Anything else for you?
trap.
Anything else for you? Walkie-talkie, ecto goggles, beach kit, alpine gear. Hey, Cliff took a parachute and it came in handy.
It did come in.
That
handy
was
at
a
one
gold
point.
moment in the
Yes,
game.
it was. Let's see. Think the PKE meter and all that'd be just fine. 'Cause I know Bubba wants the goggles. Don't you, Bubba? No?
I don't. You can have goggles. I don't care.
I'll take the goggles.
Okay. So ecto goggles. All right. Tracy, you have a slime
Slime
blower.
thrower, trap, ecto goggles.
Anything else?
Alpine kit.
Alpine kit. Okay, you got it. Okay, Bob.
Bob's first day, he doesn't know what
Well, they recommend a proton pack.
We'll take the proton pack.
Okay. There's a PKE meter, but he has one. I don't know if you want one as well. There's walkie-talkies, which can come in handy.
Well, I got one of those too.
Walkie-talkie. Okay, walkie-talkie for
I can talk to
Jason.
the monkey.
More so you can hear what the heck you guys are talking about. More so than responding.
Ecto goggles, seeing ghosts and stuff like that.
Has anybody else got the ecto goggles?
Boo, boo. Oh, Bob. Hello, Bob.
But I spelled my name backwards.
And when he,
The
No wonder I didn't know who you were.
Tracy and Liza Beth do have ecto goggles, but you can take some too if you wish.
I'll take them.
Okay. Let's see. We also have. We have a parachute, a bullhorn, alpine gear, scuba gear, a slime blower. He's already got one. A beach kit, and there is a new piece of equipment: the dark matter generator
they're adding in
from the video game.
the video game.
Yeah, which fires like
Dark matter.
dark matter proton streams.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Mr.
nobody's tried
Conspiracy
it out.
Theorist. I think that'd be awesome.
More like a purple, black, and
Plus,
blue.
he's an
stream
occult
as
guy,
opposed to-
so
You want to try that?
Yeah, let's try
Okay,
it.
let's give it to the guinea pig.
Let's give it to the guy who probably had no training with it whatsoever.
Here you go, new guy.
This game just turned into paranoia.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Bobby
Who wants the bullhorn?
Bullhorn, bullhorn, bullhorn. Bubba.
Proton pack. Is there binoculars?
I don't
No
have a card
fish.
for it, but if you want to have them,
Yes, I will have binoculars.
okay.
And they will be my special binoculars, which I decided with a 7. It's got the same thing as the goggles, so you can just pop them down. But they're
But the binoculars.
But they're binoculars.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
but they slide out and stay on your head.
So the ecto these stick out about here.
Yep.
exactly.
Bing. Oh, sorry.
But I can only see far away. Keep your hands free if you're trying to shoot something at a distance.
I will take the bull.
You'll take the bullhorn. Okay.
Yeah. I'll
That'd
take
be
the
perfect for
scuba
his
gear
character.
because you never know where a taxi might go into the river.
Okay.
And yeah, you got a radio, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many radios we got left?
We got 2 left.
I'll take one.
You take a radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do we have any hats? Like a bag of hats?
Bag of hats. No.
I thought he said MAGA hats.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not go there.
There's probably a cool visor.
Oh, like the gamblers use?
Well, no, it's like
Sun visor.
An account.
sun visor
Yeah.
Oh,
in the beach kit.
I was gonna say, what are those umbrella hats?
Yeah, it's probably it definitely has that.
What about the
take
two
a
little
beer
hat
can
with the
hats?
umbrella.
The baseball hat with the beer cans on the sides.
You got to purchase that on your own.
Tube.
Yeah, I'll
No, I'm
get.
just
I'll
saying,
get
if there
the,
is one, I don't
I'll get
know.
the umbrella hat.
Okay, so you're gonna take the beach kit.
Sure.
It has a cooler, a beach ball, a frisbee, a sand pail and shovel,
That's awesome.
a boom box, and the big umbrella, the beach hat, and a roll of toilet paper because you never know.
All right. Stuff that all in the van.
Okay, and he's going to take a proton pack.
Now, don't we have an Ecto one, but we also have another one, don't we?
Technically, yeah, you do, and you might actually need that one for this trip because there's so many of you going. There's an Ecto 1 Repli vehicle, but they also have one that's a Winnebago.
Yeah, that was it.
It was a Winnebago that has all the crap on the roof,
Yep.
and it's painted
Tracy will
white.
drive that one.
Okay. You're going to drive that?
Yep. The monkey's driving that.
So basically, you guys
Wormed.
get in the Winnebago, load up all your stuff, and start pulling out. You're going to head
We're
downtown.
taking 2, aren't we? We're taking the Repla and the...
I guess you could if you really wanted to.
I didn't know. Because Steve
Yeah.
grabbed the keys. I figured he was
Yeah.
jumping in the Ecto.
Yeah, he'll probably take the Ecto.
So who's riding with Steve and who's riding with Tracy?
I got a shotgun.
On which one?
The Echo.
Okay.
Who's riding in Ecto 1? Who's riding in the Winnebago?
Steve is driving the Ecto 1.
Tracy's driving the Winnebago.
Big Gorilla is driving the
I'm
Winnebago.
going in the Winnebago.
You're going in the Winnebago?
I'm going with wherever he's at.
Okay, all right. The little guy's like, I'll stick with the big monkey. Bubba, where are you riding?
I'll be in the back of the Ecto making my sandcastles.
I'm going to have to vacuum that later.
I'll put plastic down,
So,
just like I'm upstairs.
Yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
Best thing is I don't have driver's skills, so this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So you guys pull out. Steve pretty much takes off. You and the Ecto one kind of screeches out, and the Winnebago just it's like 0 to 60 in about 12 minutes. You see some roadblocks with cops kind of standing at the road you're coming down.
Tracy just gets ready for impact.
Steve pretty much pulls up, and the cops kind of wave you. Everybody make a brains check. Target number of 7. And this is kind of like Galesbridge Roundabout, but it's bigger. So it's like a big town square.
14 no
Better
ghosts.
bacon haggis.
14 no ghost.
19 no ghost.
19 no ghost.
16 no ghost.
Okay.
16 no ghost.
3
Ghost
Go Bubba.
no ghost.
Okay.
no ghost. Cool.
So he's over there.
Look, Jack Black. Oh, I got P more.
He's turned the Ecto into a litter box.
The best thing is Tracy's behind driving and watching this and giggles all the time.
So as Steve's talking to the cop, you guys see beyond the roadblock, about a block and a half in, there's the town square, and there's a cab, a yellow cab, like an old checker cab, just zooming around the square. And every once in a while, somebody gets like a cop or a fireman kind of get near it, and it basically veers off, and you see the hood clanging, and then it turns off. And the headlights look like they're on, but they're kind of a weird greenish yellow. So it's driving around. And since you all rolled really well, there's no one driving it.
Question. The Winnebago, does it have the same roof rack crap like
Yeah.
the Ecto has?
Yep.
Probably a little more so, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to push buttons.
Yeah. It probably doesn't have more so, but it does.
I'm going to start pushing buttons.
Okay.
See if there's something to shoot that thing from the roof rack with.
No, but as you push buttons, you notice the engine's like, you hit the button. So it's actually, and you push one button and your gas gauge just goes.
Click, click, click.
Yeah. So none of these buttons are like offensive weapons. So you do push one button, and you do notice that it gives you a PKE readout on the monitor.
Oh.
So
Okay, what does it say?
it's a pretty high readout. It's definitely psychokinetic energy is happening.
Oh, yeah.
So there's something in the vicinity. Something
Want me to put the
pretty
goggles
strong.
on? That sounds like a good idea.
I have goggles. I'll put them down.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta put the goggles on. Let's take a look and see what's inside.
Wait.
Yeah.
So you guys
The other
put your
lens,
goggles
not
on?
that lens, the other lens.
You guys put your goggles on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have ecto? You put yours on? Okay. So you guys, all three of the people in the Winnebago,
I look back, see them doing that, so I take put mine down. Steve, look out! Look out, Steve!
Tracy's like, nah!
Oh my God, they're gonna ram us! Steve, brakes, Steve!
I'm stopped, Bubba.
Oh my Lord!
For you guys in the ecto goggles, you do notice that it kind of gives you that night vision kind of look.
Right.
But the cab is like outlined in red with that PKE rating on it. And as it's zooming around, you can see a vapor trail, like a ghostly vapor trail behind it, trailing behind it. But it does tell you that there's psychokinetic energy focused on the cab.
Does
You-
it say, yeah, does it,
Usually when you see it on an inanimate object, that means it's possessed somehow.
so there's nothing in the actual vehicle then? Just the,
Well, as you can tell, there's nothing in there, but there is a dark red spot somewhere in the back seat. So there's something there that's giving off more psychokinetic energy, more intense energy than the cab itself. So something's in it that's causing this, just so you know.
I'm going to take up my goggles and get out.
Okay.
I'm checking with the meter.
Yeah. You get the same reading.
So I'm going stepping out.
Yeah.
I'm saying, with the bullhorn, all right then, move out up to the square, surround the cab.
Yeah, the
Get
cop
ready to blast.
cop is pretty much telling Steve, he's like, yeah, this thing is just riding around. I don't know what it's doing, but we're hoping it doesn't hurt anybody, but I don't know how to stop it. We don't know how to deal with this, and we thought you guys could handle it. And Steve's like, don't worry, we handle this all the time.
Is it paying attention to traffic signals?
Is it?
Is it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's not even really paying attention to the road for the most part.
It was
It's
from
like-
the other side. Is that really necessary?
It's jumping over the
Does it,
curbs.
like come around us once in a while? Is that what it's doing? Just making loose?
No, you're like a block and a half away, and it sticks around the square. But you
It's doing the roundabout.
sort of, and then if somebody comes near it, it'll like cut across and like chase them out of its way. So, but you also notice like at one point a cop car drives by and it like cop car drives up and it charges it. And as soon as the cop car turns to take off, it chases it until it's out of range, and then it goes back to doing what it's doing.
Tracy's gonna get his slime thrower on and start kind of walking in that direction.
Okay. As you walk that way, you do see kind of on the next intersection over, the two of the cops are talking to a man in a tweed suit with the little elbow patches. He's got glasses, a little bit of a handlebar mustache, probably about 5'6", bald, and he's kind of like pointing and talking, and he's got a couple books that he's kind of like probably set on the ground. They look like old style books, like maybe arcane tomes, but they're like old leather bound books, and he's kind of pointing and talking and kind of gesturing at the cab, and the cops are like, and kind of pointing at the cab. So you notice that with all your guys' roll, you do see him over there. Looks like could be somebody to talk to.
Sorry.
So Steve kind of looks over and he's like, well, I wonder if he knows what's going on.
Oh,
The guy over there with the books.
oh, excuse me, sir. Can you take a minute? Oh, he's over there.
You have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Just-
So Steve starts walking that way.
What's his books? I read his books.
Actually, you put your binoculars down. One is Ancient Deities of Germanic lore.
Ancient Eddies of Germanic
Ancient
lore.
Eateries of Germany.
Germany.
All right, Bubba. I'm
Now,
following
Ancient
right
Deities of
behind you,
Germanic
'cause-
lore.
That's the worst.
The other book is basically
Wow, I stealth punned.
what'd you say?
I said that's the worst. German.
Oh,
Yeah, I get it. Ha
Just stop it.
yeah.
ha. Yeah.
Dice.
Get him.
Nine.
Bad puns are rewarded with foam dice. Anyway, the other one is something about cults and practices.
Hey, that other one. Oh my lord. Oh, sorry. The other one's about cults and practices. He's one of them dull people you're talking about with the pineapples and stuff. What? He's one of the mole people you were talking about that in Minecraft.
Those are swingers.
All right, he's one of them swingers. He's one of them
Pineapple.
swingers with a pineapple.
So Tracy's going to stand there until Steve gets there.
This is gonna be an
Okay.
interesting
And
conversation.
then when Steve gets there, he's actually going to take off and like go up, like start climbing up the side of the building to get further closer to the
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
area down there.
Okay. Steve's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. So you guys all walk up, and the cops kind of look over. Oh, you're here. And the guy's like, the cop's like, this is Dr. Stevens? Yeah, Dr. Stevens. He's some sort of, he's like,
He's a swinger.
Bubba.
Dr. Stevens like,
Flash you.
no, I'm a professor.
Of pineapples, right?
No, professor of sociology and anthropology. And
Which isn't a
study
code
of-
word for pineapple, right? And mole people. We got you.
What's your connection, sir, with the cab?
Ah, yes. Somebody who's intelligent. He's like, I was on my way to the museum. I hailed a cab and I just...
Ghostbusters collector just said hi.
Hi.
Hey, hi!
Hey.
How's it going? We're playing Ghostbusters, a role-playing game. He's like, I am a professor of archaeology and sociology, or anthropology and sociology, and I just received an artifact that was mailed to me. And it's a carving, a stone carving of a deity from like the ancient Germanic peoples. It's a deity of some sort of dog god. And I've researched a little bit on it, but I haven't fully intended it, but I took a cab to get to the museum.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
He's kind of a detective. Don't worry, he don't judge you about your swinger stuff.
Tracy pokes him.
Bubba, hush.
All right.
Kind of looks. Okay, so the idol that I had, that's a gorilla.
He's smarter than I am. Do you
He's
believe that?
friendly, don't
No.
worry.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Tracy, no, actually,
It's
Tracy
a
goes,
gorilla.
Gorilla. So the idol I had,
Yes.
in the package, I had taken it out to take a look at it. And apparently it hit a bump or something, and I kind of jostled it and dropped it. And I noticed there was a little hairline fracture. And I'm like, oh no, hopefully this thing's not going to break. And all of a sudden, I noticed it started to glow. And the glowing intensified and then looked like it went into the seat. And the cab just went crazy.
yes, we are.
So
Yes,
The
we
cabbie and I had to jump out. Yeah, he says the light went into the seat, and I don't know. It's acting like it's possessed, so I don't know what it's doing.
Got you covered, Doc.
Or,
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way,
Does he have the idol with him
No, he's like it's still in the car.
in the car?
Tracy takes off at that point.
Tracy,
Any of this sounding familiar?
slime the cab.
Not really, not really. Although deity, those are common
Yeah.
among
I know.
cults, but as far as this particular description of a deity, you don't know.
Nothing common. Okay.
Not that you know of, but you could probably do some research on it if you can.
Okay.
And he's like, so this thing is acting really strange. And all of a sudden you see a couple firemen coming up with the fire hose. And the car like stops, turns, revs its engine. And when it does, it almost sounds like a growl. And then the hood starts slamming. And as it does, it honks like it's barking. And it goes chasing after these guys. And as they run away, it stops. And you see the back end, like the trunk, like wiggle a minute. And then turn. Like it just shook its tail. Like, yeah, yeah.
The taxi's now a golden retriever.
that's right.
Steve's like, so you have an idol that's still in that car? He's like, yes, I do. He's like, okay, all right. Well, maybe we need to get that idol.
We need a lot of dog treats.
And a rolled up newspaper.
Got it. You're a genius.
A yellow cab.
Did I get that
Yes, yes, this is for you. Thank you.
Yellow Cabrador.
Yellow cab.
Oh, sweetie, I love you. I love you so much.
Ujo.
Steve runs back to the Ecto 1. And he's like, opens the back end, rummaging
Sand
through
falls
stuff.
out.
He actually, like, you see the cooler move to the side, and he grabs something, and grabs something else out of the back, and you see him, and it looks like he's pouring something out of a can, which you know there's an extra gas can back there. And he comes back, and he's got a Frisbee from the beach kit. He's like, I covered it in gasoline. Let me try this. Just let me try this.
Tracy's gone.
And he
Okay.
kind of moves up.
You want me to light it?
No. He moves up, and he basically kind of gets closer, and the cab sees him and like stares him down. And he's like, "Oh boy!" And as the cab charges, he's like, "Whoa, here, boy!" And he throws the Frisbee, and the car takes off, hits the curb, takes air, snaps the Frisbee in its hood,
Yeah.
hits the wheels, and drives back at him,
Oh, shit.
and flips open the hood so the Frisbee falls at his feet.
Yeah.
And it kind of,
Good.
you see it, the front end lower and the back kind of wiggle. He's like, it worked.
It worked.
Okay. All right. Somebody throw this Frisbee.
DM Blue Jay says again is basically gravy. Yes.
Yeah. He's like, Okay, somebody, throw this frisbee. I got an idea.
Bubba grabs it. He's gonna throw it.
Ghostbusters
Okay.
collector. Nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah, we are.
We take pride in that.
Yeah, we do.
9.
9. Okay, you throw it pretty good distance, and the car goes over, speeds past the frisbee, turns, and as it kind of descends, catches it in his hood, and comes right back.
All right.
And Steve's like, "All right, hold on."
Steve, Tracy's waving at Steve,
He looks up.
shaking the slime blower
Oh,
thing out.
so he is going to. The car comes up, drops the frisbee at your feet, and when it stops, he's going to spend 5 brownie points.
Ooh.
Yes. Now you can spend these to add to your roll, right?
Yes.
You gonna do what now?
The brownie points.
So here's what's going on. Steve has moves of 3. But he wants to make sure that he's going to be able to do what he wants to do. 3 dice probably isn't going to do it. So he's going to spend 5 brownie points. So he's going to add 5 more dice to his roll.
Got it.
Now he's got a better chance. And as the cab stops, he stands off to the side. You notice all the windows are down. He's going to try and jump in the back seat. Ooh. Ooh. And
Well, as you're doing that, Tracy's thinking that you understand that to get the cab closer, so Tracy's going to shoot the slime blower. Because now you got it close enough.
And then Bubba's walking up to get the frisbee.
he rolled a 31.
Oh wow.
So basically, you see
he's like-
Steve just kind of dives into the back seat
Tracy rolled a 20 on shooting.
on a shooting.
Yep.
Okay.
So as soon as you get in the back seat, it's
Okay. Bubba, you pick up the frisbee and go ahead and make a moves check. You make a moves check.
just did.
Actually, you make
7.
a cool check, Tracy.
A cool check
Yeah.
Okay.
You got a 7.
does not have a good cool. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Okay. You're about to pull the lever and
Right.
you see Bubba bend down to get the frisbee in front of the cab. So if you want, you got a higher cool. You can hold on for a second to let Bubba get out of the way.
Oh hell no. It's
Okay,
Bubba.
so you hit it. You hit it.
I feel so funky.
Okay.
You will.
We just got him clean.
Basically, you fire. The slime hits the ground, splashes up all over you.
Uh-huh.
So you are going to be at -1 to one of your traits. You can decide which, because you just got slimed. And the cab, the slime kind of splatters all over the front, and the windshield wipers start going, and it starts to back up. Just then, you see the rear passenger door fly open, and Steve rolls out. And as it backs up and he jumps out, the car just kind of woof, and stops. And you see Steve kind of get up, and he's like, "I got it." And just as he does that,
Splat. No.
you see the eyes of this dog-like statue, and it kind of looks like a terrier, like a Yorkshire Terrier or something. The eyes start to grow yellow-green, and he's like, "I got it." And you see that light move down, through the statue, and the next thing you see, Steve's eyes are yellow-green.
Yellow. Yeah.
Oh
And
no.
as he does, he's like, and he kind of drops the idol, and you see him like, double over, and it happens pretty quick. He basically transforms. You see him grow a snout and pointed ears,
Werewolf.
Boy, this
He-
sounds familiar.
and he looks like a werewolf, but he's got the Yorkshire Terrier big mustache, and that little goatee.
God.
And he's all like, "Ah!" And he basically roared, growls at everybody.
Right.
So everybody make a cool check,
Oh heck.
and it's an opposed roll. So
I got a 10. You want me that picture or not yet?
no, not yet.
I got an 8, no ghost.
10, no ghost.
10 no ghost also.
Would you quit copying?
I'm sorry.
I got a 10 no ghost.
Yay! This side of the table's 10 no ghost.
10.
8.
5.
Okay. He rolled a 13.
Oh,
Shit.
Basically, he turns around and just
takes off.
growls.
Right.
And you guys are like, oh my God. I mean, this is basically a werewolf.
Right.
His eyes are glowing that yellow green, and then he immediately turns and bolts. And he's gone. I mean, you see him run, and then he drops to all fours, and he just takes off.
Did Tracy try to keep up with him? Well, probably not with the slime pack on, huh?
No, definitely not with that. And you're probably not going to catch him. His run talent is now 9.
Oh, wow.
So you are going to have to get in a car to go chase him.
That thing's like run like a whippet.
And as he runs off, you hear him howl.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's basically like, what?
But is it like a wolf owl or a small dog like, "Ow!"
Yeah, kind of like a terrier.
You're horrified.
You guys don't have a leash, do you?
We didn't bring that
We
one.
didn't bring that pack.
Everybody make a brains check. Target number of, let's say target number of
Which,
5.
sorry.
I got a 5.
You did.
I did it.
13.
Uh,
Bubba's gonna run over and grab the statue.
Okay.
I got 6 with the ghost.
It's like kind of like slipping and sliding.
13, no ghost.
No, I'm sorry. No, that
7
was
no
the ghost.
ghost.
one.
7 no ghost.
7 no ghost, 13 no ghost.
12 no ghost.
12 no ghost. I'm sorry.
Okay. And, well, you're running over to grab the statue, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Do these pop?
No, they do not. So basically, as you go to grab the statue, you guys are kind of like, what the heck? And just then you hear some howling nearby, and you see one of the canine units break free of his leash and just start running in a random direction. And as you look, you hear barking from an alley and kind of following that one or one going that way, a couple stray dogs start running off.
Random directions?
Sort of. The two go, Steve goes this way, the German Shepherd and the other one kind of go off this way, and that other one goes that way. And you rolled a 12. You guys rolled 12s.
Yeah.
As you like, well, where's that one going? You see up ahead down another street, another dog come running out. And they're all different breeds. This one is trailing a leash, and you see somebody come out to the corner of the intersection like, hey, come back. Like they were
Well,
taking their dog for a walk. And it
I
just
have
broke loose.
reasons to believe, since Steve's now possessed like a Yorkie from hell, that it's drawn the other dogs towards his direction.
But they're not following him.
Yeah.
They're running away.
Just running in different directions.
Kind of running things amok.
Okay.
Well, I got the statue.
You pick it up, and it's just a statue.
Yeah.
You don't see any glowing about it, but whatever was in it is now in Steve. But you do have the statue, and the professor comes up, and he's like, yes, that's the deity. That's the deity idol that I had. I don't know what is going on
Where'd you
with
get this from? eBay?
it. Timu.
Demon.
Timu, that's enough said.
Oh, all right.
I bought it from Wish.
Got it from Wish, yeah.
The cop's like, shouldn't you just go chase him?
Tracy goes over to the Winnebago, takes off the pack, starts running down the way.
I'm sorry. Shouldn't you chase him?
Which pack?
All the Ghostbusters are like,
Slime blower.
yeah.
All right. We
Well,
need to keep.
It's
I will jump in the Winnebago with you, and I will put that on. Come on, let's chase him down.
Well, we'll get it on the regular one.
So,
I'll go
well,
with
you
Winnebago.
put the slime blower on, didn't you?
I just took it off though,
Oh, you just took it off. Okay,
so I can
so
run
you're good.
faster.
Okay.
I'm chasing him on foot, so
Okay.
Serling gets in.
So Serling grabs the slime blower. He's like, drive! And there's nobody in the car. And you see Tracy running pretty quick. What's your moves?
His moves are actually 4.
So not bad. But he's running, and you're just like, I thought he was going to drive.
I'll drive.
Okay. So you're going to hop in the
All right.
Winnebago?
Here, let me
Yeah.
get some wet naps real quick.
Row.
My giant wet nap.
Under the.
12. My giant, big, huge wet
It's
nap.
like a beach blanket.
It's this one big, which are all stitched together as one.
You realize how many KFCs I had to go to invent this?
So it's all stuck there.
Okay. You smell
There.
a lot like rubbing alcohol.
All right. Well, I take that. So it gets rid of my moves, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Clean off the slime. Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah. Just a second. You going to get him in there with me, or are you going to...
I'm good.
Now, if you got slimed, you're going to be extremely happy, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
right.
You are pretty happy because
Hey, you want to get in there with me?
it was positively charged.
This is one big wet nap. Oh, my gosh. Here, put it on. Touch it.
I'm good.
Bob, I love you.
I love it. Oh, I feel like every time I've ever been to KFC in one moment. Finish being...
Oh, shit.
Clean.
Steve didn't take the keys with him, did he?
No, he probably left him in the car.
In New York or in Ohio.
In Ohio, yeah.
Yeah.
There's tons of cops around. Nobody's going to steal it.
Well, Bubba's inventing those hot wire thing.
Oh, yeah, I got me a special device.
Okay. So you guys start giving chase.
Hello, out of Brent.
Hey, welcome
Simon,
back.
welcome back. You guys start giving chase. You guys know which way Steve went, so you start heading that way.
Yep.
And you notice they're going to overtake you. So do you
I'll
want
just jump on the roof of the Winnebago.
Okay. So, all right. How are you going to track Steve? I'll use.
I know what he smells like.
Is there a bloodhound
Animal,
nearby?
Huh?
Is there a bloodhound nearby we can borrow?
There's one riding by right beside you.
I'm going to give you a hint. You're Ghostbusters.
Yeah, your vehicle will... Now, Bubba would not say this, but your vehicles are set up to do.
You have
detection.
PKE meters.
That's right.
Yeah.
You have
Right.
ecto goggles.
Oh, right.
Everybody's like, how do we trace? It's just like, shouldn't you chase your friend? Hit a button on the dashboard and it brings up the PKE meter on your little vid screen. So you guys can start tracking Steve. And he's gone down straight, turned here. So you can kind of be okay. You don't have to make any driving rolls. Eventually, you do see him running up ahead. And you see him as you come around the corner. He's like 4 blocks ahead. And he's standing at the corner of the post office.
Uh-oh.
Just basically urinating on the post office.
Right?
And he kind of, zip, takes off. But by the time he gets done, you're like only about a block away. So he doesn't seem to notice you, but if you want to get his attention or try something like that, just tell me what you do.
I'm going to roar.
You're going to roar?
Yep.
Okay. He kind of looks,
A gorilla roar.
he looks over and does this, yip, yip, and takes off.
I'll yip
Starts
back.
running.
I'm gonna
I'll yip back.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on top. Or we're stopped, right?
No, we're moving.
Oh, you're moving. Yep.
Somebody out there just call for him, just like a dog.
Yeah. Here, Steve. I'll get on it. Here, Steve. They have on the...
Yeah, there's a PA system.
Yeah.
Here's Steve.
Here's Steve.
He looks,
Here, boy. Here's Steve. Got some comics for you. Got some real good comics. Come get your comics. Wolverine.
Like treats or anything.
Yeah. I got some comics in here.
yeah. He kind of glances back. It doesn't seem like he pays any attention. But you guys are slowly catching up to him. So you can outpace him. And just as he runs through one intersection, you see about 5 dogs kind of cross through that intersection running that way. So they're just kind of tongues out, just running in a pack. And it's like 5 dogs you would not expect in a pack, like a Rottweiler and a poodle. And a
King Corso, Great Dane.
yeah. And there's a little Chihuahua keeping up. Yeah. So they just kind of pass through the intersection going that way.
Ignore him.
Okay.
Fetch Steve.
Okay.
No,
Fetch
Go
Steve.
Tracy, go Tracy, go Tracy.
Okay. So
Got
as
any
you
ideas?
guys get
Follow that
closer,
dog.
Okay.
he's not too far away. How do you want to do this?
So, what would happen if we shoot Steve with a beam?
The antimatter? Or
No. Oh, wait, I can't say anything. I'm on top of
What's the
the
antimatter?
You would know.
nothing matters.
Oh, that's right.
What's the matter, you?
I don't know.
What is the range on the slime gun?
Dark
Exactly.
matter.
You'd probably have to be about 20, 30 feet away.
All right, get closer,
at the
Tracy.
max. At the max.
If Tracy were to start swinging from the stoplights, you think you might be able to catch him?
You want to chase the rainbow?
The car would be faster
Just a little taste.
because the street lights aren't that close.
When he's close enough,
Makes
he's
me
going to launch
curious.
himself at her. So,
Maybe do that if you wanted to try and tackle him.
Yeah.
Okay. But the slime blower, you could. Once you get close enough, you could shoot him with the slime blower. So,
Get closer.
okay.
Who's
Kinda
driving?
halfway hang.
I'm driving.
I'm driving.
Elizabeth is driving.
I'm driving. Serling ain't driving, you nuts.
Okay.
Serling's hanging out the side of the Winnebago with the slime blower.
Okay. As he's running, you notice he kind of glances over his shoulder and he starts kind of moving about like serpentine. Mm-hmm. And you see the light up ahead turns red, and he's going to run right through it.
Uh-huh.
And as he goes, a bus is coming this way.
Oh shit.
You make a drive roll. Target number of 8. Who's driving over here? Is it you?
Driving with
You also need to make a drive
Muscles?
roll of 8.
Is it muscles or moves? Is driving?
Moves.
Moves.
Okay.
So moves roll.
Moves.
Yeah.
You gotta get over an 8.
Well, this is going on. I'm climbing in the back.
If you need to.
I'm going to climb in the back for the beach ball.
Ghost
Okay.
and a
Before
1.
you roll, though.
Oh, no.
Brownie points and add your other 2 dice. That way you got enough
Okay.
to be able to get an 8.
Yeah, I used 2 brownie points.
Okay, so you get two dice added.
Yeah. Oh,
All at
okay.
the same time.
Okay.
There you go. Now you got a good chance of getting over 8.
4, 5, 7, 9.
Fun.
Oh,
Fine, okay. So as Steve goes through, the bus he passes and the bus comes in. You manage to take the Winnebago, turn the wheel, like crank the wheel to the left, and the whole thing does that.
Power slide.
And then lands on its wheels and goes around to the right. So it basically kind of like
Do I need to roll?
up on its side, back, and as it swings, it kind of comes around, and then you go over. You need to make a muscles
Muscles.
check.
Yeah, to see if he's
yeah,
able to
you're,
stick on.
you're about to get road pizzaed
I hope not.
Now, Bob.
by a bunch of school children.
Now, Bob.
Now,
The bus
Bob.
driver.
Well, let's see what he rolls first.
What do I need to roll for?
I would say a 6. Because you're just really needing to hold on.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Okay, Bob. You rolled
Okay, Bob.
You rolled a 1 and a ghost.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Oh.
So basically, you're going to smash right into this bus.
Oh.
Like T-bone the bus. Now, if you want to avoid this fate, I will allow you to spend... It's pretty bad, a 1 and a ghost. If you spend 5 brownie points, you can avoid this.
Just do it.
Now,
I think you should let it
if,
happen, though. Here's
if,
why. If Steve sees the ectorect, I don't care how possessed he is, he's going to stop and freak out.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Steve is not here right now. All you got to do is spend them to avoid the fate.
But
Just
if you
leave it
wanna
at that.
give a good detailed description of how it happened, you might get those 5
Can I assist him?
I will allow you.
All right.
All right. So I am sitting there driving as fast as I possibly can.
Right. You're probably going
noticed-
60.
And I noticed that they're right in front of me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to see you do the entire swerve while Monkey Boy.
He's hanging on like for dear
Hanging
life.
on. Yeah.
Ape, not monkey.
Yeah.
Which I get to be impressed because it looks like I just adhered myself to the roof, moving along with it. But it didn't shift me at all.
All of a
Yeah.
sudden, it's like Magilla Gorilla.
Great babe, great babe.
Great babe. Okay.
So as she's doing her whip, I'm going to try to whip with her
Okay.
because I'm just not paying attention to anything else but the back of the Winnebago. I just want
So
to.
you're just following the Winnebago. Okay.
Well, it's a much bigger vehicle than the.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And
And Bubba's back there getting the beach ball and sees what's going on. He's like, "Dear Lord of Heaven!" Grabs the because he's got the beach ball, so he puts grabs the umbrella and shoves it out the back window and folds it, puts his feet out, so it's like thump,
like a parachute.
like a mini parachute.
Real good.
And I got the muscles of 5,
Real good with song stuff. Yes, it is, DM Blue.
All right.
and I got the muscles 5, so I brace like. "Whoa!"
So you're
Maybe
trying.
does that-
Are you trying to break us with the umbrella?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see the.
He's doing the power break.
All right.
I think I see this as he's doing that and probably whip the steering wheel completely around.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing?
You get your 5 brownie points back. So you didn't spend them. So basically,
The sand's going out the window.
the Winnebago basically slammed right around following Steve. The Ecto-1 comes screeching up, about to T-bone the thing, and all of a sudden you see... and it's got the No Ghost logo and says, "Have fun at the beach." And he cranks the wheel, and when he turns and slides around, you notice he slides a little too far, and the umbrella like catches wind and just goes floats back down onto the road following the Winnebago.
Yeah!
The bus has got advertisement. Injured? Call.
So you guys both stay on the road. The bus stops. You see 4 windows open, and people just they panic.
Right.
So you guys take off. Steve's right there. He's getting close. You're getting within range.
Ready.
Are you gonna hang out the window, or how are you gonna do
Be
this?
hanging out the window.
Okay. So as you hang out the window, are you gonna try and tackle him first? Okay. So Tracy, I need you to make a moves check, and it's gonna be against his moves, which you noticed are kind of enhanced right now.
I'm going to spend 4 brownies and make this one hell of a roll. I've been wanting to tackle Steve the whole game. Dog form or not.
What'd you get?
32.
17. So you managed to jump off the roof,
Yep.
and you're like, oh, and out of the corner of your eye, you see
Yep,
Serling with the slime blower, and you're like, oh, man. You jump, tackle Steve, roll in a heap without hurting him.
Blarg.
Yeah, and then sploosh. I do need you to make a moves check. So as they're tumbling, you hit them with slime. Do that like they're just
We're kind of
coated.
glued together.
And eventually you just kind of, stop and they slide about half a block.
Got a finger in Steve's ear, one up his nose. Hold
You're pretty much stuck together for a
Got a
minute.
hold of his butt.
As you guys get up, you notice he's kind of like groggy. Doesn't seem to be waking up very well.
I just stare right at him.
He opens his eyes and they're glowing green yellow still.
I punch him. Okay.
And he just kind of looks at you and
I pet his face like.
and then he like passes out. So, he's out for however long. So you guys pull up in the Winnebago and the Ecto-1.
I pick Steve up. And,
I got with the beach
Pick him
ball.
up. He slides off and hits the ground.
grab his feet.
Yeah.
Slip out like soap.
So his face is stuck to the gorilla butt.
Now I'm happy about it.
Make sure you do your.
And there's some guy at the corner go, man, those would be some great videos if I could make those.
All right, we got to get back to the professor and get this thing back into.
Well, we'll get...
Or should we? No.
What?
Wait. Who's got the trap?
I do.
Who's got a trap? I got a trap.
I got a trap.
Can't speak.
I can't speak. Well, is there some sort of cult business to figure out how to put it back in the statuary?
You guys know the doctor said he had some idea, but not all.
Well, we got to get back to the circle and talk to the professor.
You also know that your library would have a lot more research
Yeah.
on
yeah.
cults than he would have.
Yeah.
But the professor still has the.
No, I got it right here.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, right here.
He grabbed it.
Yep.
HQ.
Yeah, back to HQ.
So the
HQ?
the Winnebago has a bed in the back, so I just carry Steve in the back and cuddle with him all the way home.
Okay. All right.
Keep him in the slime.
making weird coo noises.
Here,
Yeah, Tracy,
I
keep
put the
him
beach
the
ball
slime
in
as
there in
long
case
as
they need it.
possible. It keeps him quiet.
All right. Well, you guys head back to headquarters. You
Oh,
get
that
there.
was fun.
Right.
You get there, and
You're gonna be a good part of this team.
as you carry Steve in, Jinx is there, and you see this ghost of a cat sitting on the counter. And as soon as you walk in with Steve, she gets up and like,
Right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
and runs.
Jinx, yes, it's a doggy.
yeah, she runs. Now, Steve is kind of like, ouch, and I was like, what happened? Whoa, what
Carrying
happened?
him like this.
What happened to Steve?
He got the mange.
He got possessed by a dog spirit thing from this.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I point at
he's a dog.
Bubba.
yeah. I'm not a dog.
Well,
Close enough.
what are you gonna do with him? What if he wakes up?
We're gonna quickly try to figure out a way to get this thing out of him.
Here, we get a leash on and put him in the ground.
Let's go to the first aid kit. We've got about some tranquilizers. I'm gonna have to knock them out just for a little bit till we figure it out.
Suppositories. I got a bunch of them, Steve. You made me
Poor
take.
Steve. He wakes up tranked, covered in slime and gorilla fur with a. Why is my butt squishy? What is this?
Actually, I had Tracy put him in.
Hi, Belle. So okay, so
That one was for the elephant. Just
you guys,
Oh,
who's gonna go research this thing?
not me.
Okay,
no.
I'm in cuddle mode.
yeah, you have knowledge of cults.
Yeah, you best
I'll take a look.
You three are gonna go to the library in the Quonset hut and start researching. What are you guys gonna do with Steve?
I'm gonna keep a hold of him.
Okay.
All right.
Wait till because we're both covered in slime, so
Yeah.
I'm happy as shit. So.
Okay.
As long as he's in the slime, we can maintain a stasis.
And what are you gonna do, Bubba?
We'll just chain him to the floor.
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
That's what you want to do.
You have
do
a
that?
room we could just lock him in?
Yeah, you could lock him in a closet or a bathroom or something like that.
Look in the bathroom or the bathtub and just keep and just dump some.
Well, we're
slime
gonna
in
go to the bathroom.
there. Go.
Either you can dump
Put him in the
slime.
tub, just
Use the Winnebago.
slime thrower.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do that.
What's that?
How much?
And I'm like,
are
whoo! And I pull his head out.
How much are deworming tablets, Simon? See, U.S. Pucks. Go to TSC. It's about
All right, so
$10.
you're gonna put Steve in the tub, fill it part way with slime to keep him mollified,
Right.
Yeah.
lock him in the bathroom.
Well, I'll stay in there with him.
Yeah.
You'll stay in
We'll
with
keep, we'll keep massaging him, and I got a newspaper just in case.
Yeah, okay. So you're gonna stand guard over Steve. You guys go research. All right. If you have an appropriate talent, like occult, but you had like research.
Paranormal research.
We hold
yeah.
ghosts more than we hold people.
So I'm gonna have you three guys roll and just tell me what you get.
20 no ghost.
20 no ghost. That's good.
What are we rolling?
So you're gonna roll 7 dice.
You're a cult.
This one. 13 no ghosts.
Hey,
Hey,
Yahtzee!
Okay, 10, 13, 14, 19, 21, 22.
Okay, and what'd you get, Anastasia?
13.
13. Okay, so between the three of you, it takes really only about half an hour to find out what's going on. And as you guys research, you find out that this particular idol is actually a deity that is a minion to a larger deity. This thing is known as Beta. Now, there is a deity that it serves called Alpha Rex, which is a much more important deity. And as you look, this is a deity of claiming territory through war. That's why they worship him in the Germanic ways and stuff like that. They were like, you worship this guy and you would basically keep your territory, mark your territory, claim it, and then you could use war to defend it or war to expand your territory. Just like soldiers. And their followers were known as being very kind of like fearless, almost like the dog warriors. Where they stake themselves and just like, bring it. That's the followers of this deity were like that. You see pictures of Alpha Rex, like drawings, and it's kind of like Anubis, but not a jackal. He's something furrier and stuff like that. But it's
Like
kind
a
of
Shih
like,
Tzu?
no, almost like a German Shepherd.
Cross between a bulldog and a Shih Tzu.
I don't even want to see how that is made.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But anyway, this Alpha Rex is a deity that's more important and more powerful. Beta is like its servant. You also know there are rumors that they could summon.
Alpha X looks like a new bus, a new BUS, NEW.
Like the bus you almost hit.
Right.
Alpha Rex, there's supposedly they had a ritual that you could do that would materialize him in this plane. And as you researched that, so you found out about Alpha Rex and his followers and all that stuff and what he is.
Yeah.
With your research,
That's just a furry, according to your dog.
or with your paranormal research, you find that there is a ritual to summon him that you could do, and it involves marking in a certain pattern. And it's kind of like the pattern looks like a
Pee on
paw
a tree.
print. And as you kind of do that, you're like looking at the research online and stuff, and you keep getting pop-ups of Coopersville news items and the scanner and stuff like that. All kinds of dogs running around, nuisance complaints. They're peeing on things. They're peeing on all kinds of stuff. And there's like 5 of them peeing at a time. 5 or 6 dogs will come up and pee on a building and then take off. And as you kind of like listen to it, you're like, it's a pattern. You kind of pull up a map of Coopersville and plug in where all the dogs are peeing, and it's various buildings around Coopersville. And as you look back, you're like, it's in the shape of a paw print.
Uh-oh.
So apparently when Steve howled, he summoned the dogs to pee in the pattern and claim the territory that Alpha Rex will appear in. So they're almost complete.
So we need to sanitize.
Well, you also need to make sure that Steve doesn't go
Right.
conduct the ritual, because apparently Beta's the one who summons him. So,
You gotta stop Beta.
VHS.
Well, keep Steve unconscious.
Jesus.
You are in the bathroom with Steve. Are you in there too, Bubba?
Yep.
Okay, you guys are in the bathroom with Steve, which doesn't sound good, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Bubba and the gorilla.
As you he's laying there in the slime, you notice he's kind of twitching like he's
Whack!
chasing a rabbit, you know?
Right.
And then all of a sudden he just kind of goes limp. At first you're like, did he stop breathing?
Yeah, I'm checking him.
He's breathing,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, okay. And he opens his eyes, and they're his blue. He's like, why am I dripping?
Whack!
Why am I dripping with goo?
I slap him with the
Slap him.
newspaper.
Okay, go ahead. Roll
All right.
your muscles.
Oh boy, that's 8 dice. That's
Why am I
15,
dripping in goo?
19.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. You're going to kill
You're
him.
going to break his nose.
25, 30.
Steve is gonna have to go to the hospital.
No, now, yeah.
Smack him, and like you see his nose actually get disjointed. His jaw goes slack. You think you broke his cheekbone, and he basically and starts to slide under the sink. He's unconscious.
I grab Steve and backhand Bubba.
Yeah, he's lost like 4 points in traits. So
Oh,
he
jeez.
is not doing good.
Going to shove Bubba so hard he flies out of the bathroom. 18.
18.
Yeah.
You push him.
I'm sorry, I got a hold of him and I just rear up with my bigger back legs and just.
You push Bubba, and he goes out of the bathroom
Okay.
through the closed door. You splinter the door, and you land, and you're like, "Ow!" But you don't really take much damage.
Yeah.
You're just kind of stunned for a minute. You're like, "Ow!" I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Can we hear the noise from the research room?
Yes.
Yeah.
What in tarnation's going on over there?
Actually,
now?
no, because you're in the Quonset hut.
No.
But you guys finish up your research and kind of head back.
I yank Steve out of the bathtub and start running for the Ecto, for the
Okay.
Winnebago.
Can I get a medical kit and try and fix him?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Try. You see
job,
Bubba going for a
Bubba.
medical kit. Of course, it is Bubba.
So now we're playing
Who's
football
he
because
at?
now I
5. Can I spend
Tracy.
bounties, actually? Can I spend...
You can spend brownie points,
Okay.
absolutely.
I have 5 left. Can I spend all 5?
You can.
it turns into a football game. Steve's the football. Tracy must get Steve to Winnebago. Bubba can't touch him. So
All right. I got 12, 13, 15. So I got 20 total.
You can patch him up pretty well, but you did more damage than that. So you can get him, stop the bleeding, maybe
Okay.
get him conscious. But as far as if his cheekbone's broken, they're going to have to patch that up. You won't
the thing
be able
is,
to do that with a medical.
Tracy wouldn't let him touch him.
Okay.
So it's going to be one of those where, like I said, it's like a football game
Okay.
because right now Tracy's trying to get
All right.
him out.
Make a moves check. You make a moves check, and then we're going to move this along. You guys come back into the firehouse, and you can hear somebody's wrestling upstairs or running or something.
You guys have indoor wrestling or something going on
No,
here?
something's going on
15.
upstairs.
15?
Upstairs.
Yep, going upstairs.
17.
17. Okay. How are you avoiding him? You're going to use the fire pole, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. You jump on the fire pole. You almost grab him, but it's the handful of slimy gorilla fur.
Look, I'm trying to fix him up.
So you guys are running toward the stairs, and all of a sudden you see Tracy come down with Steve,
Who looks like he's
just
been just
a limp noodle. And as he turns, you know, Steve, it looked like somebody he went Mike Tyson on Steve. He's bleeding.
I know automatically. Bubba, what did you do?
I hit him with a newspaper way too hard. I did not declare that it was a stunning attack. So it's my fault. I rolled a 20 on medical. Tell the gorilla to let me touch him. Just one little touch. Look, I got Neosporin on his finger.
Neosporin.
Please.
When I get to the floor, I'm taking off for the
Okay.
Winnebago. So.
So you run to the Winnebago. You guys see him doing that. Do you guys want to follow him to the Winnebago? You'll all fit in the Winnebago.
Everybody.
Probably take Steve to the hospital and then talk about what you discovered on the way
Yeah.
and then get to wherever you need to be.
Then I can do my medical roll.
You could try, yeah, if you want, when you get to the Winnebago on your way to the hospital, he does some of that and it heals a little bit, but he's still going to need a couple days in the hospital.
All right, all those dogs running around are making a demarcation line around town for the Ultra God here that this spirit that was in Steve serves. He's summoning the Ultra God down because the other dogs are marking his territory out around town. We got to get a whole bunch of Lysol, other disinfectant cleaner, industrial strength, and run around and spray the hell out of those locations where those dogs.
The fire
Just
hydrant.
then, you guys hear like a rumble of thunder, and you're like, it's not supposed to rain today. And you guys look up in the sky, and you see the clouds kind of converging.
Never a good sign.
Ah,
And as
shit.
they converge, you can see like lightning flashes and rumbles of thunder. And just then, and everybody on the sidewalk outside the hospital just freezes. You hear howling. Like
Peroxide. Yeah.
tons of dogs howling. Probably in over there. Just imagine hearing 40 dogs howl at once of different types.
Think we may be too late. Something's happening. What you got, Trace?
Where did dog thing go?
We don't know.
You, with your cult knowledge, are guessing Beta left and is summoning Alpha Rex right now. He must have left that body, used it for what he wanted, and now he's over there doing this ritual.
I think the big guy's here.
Great.
We need a really big newspaper.
There's equipment in the Winnebago, isn't there?
Yeah, all your stuff's there.
I climb in the Winnebago.
Yeah, let's
It
go.
just cracks me up tonight because you guys are like, well, shouldn't you chase that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, big guy's here.
Fire up the Winnebago.
Guess we should do something.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the siren. Open
right.
the
Go.
door. Stare out at everybody.
So you guys pile in the Winnebago, start strapping on packs and stuff like that. Who's
Take off.
Are
I'm
you
driving.
driving?
Yep.
So,
So-
what do you think of your first day on the job, Bob?
We've already got one.
Sit in the back.
We've already got one Ghostbuster down from another Ghostbuster.
That's right.
I think I could hang.
So you
You're
guys
gonna be
take
just
off
fine.
toward downtown. You notice people are off the streets, anything like that. You get past a couple emergency vehicles. You see as you get toward the square again,
Use the restroom.
you see the cops have that roadblock, and there's more cops, more
Right.
roadblocks. And you notice in the town square in that center, which is actually handily a dog park, you actually see dogs all around, just sitting, like patiently, panting. And in the middle of that dog park, up on the little park bench for the owners, you see standing like this is an anthropomorphic Yorkshire Terrier. He's got the dog head, but he's got the arms and the crooked legs, almost like a werewolf, but it's a Yorkshire Terrier.
Okay.
So he stands about 5'4".
Looks like anybody we might know as a base.
Nope.
Or- no, okay.
Nope. And you notice that he's wearing some sort of like a robe and a collar. He's got like this big gold collar and then kind of a robe with no sleeves. And he actually has like bracelets on his arms. And it's almost like sort of Egyptian, sort of even Viking looking, just the way it's designed. And as you,
Is he a ghost or is he
he looks physical.
physical?
He looks like he's taken a physical form. So he is a spirit that can materialize.
So we're Zool. Okay.
Yeah, basically. And as he's doing this, he's kind of looking up at the sky, and you see basically this kind of the clouds part, and you see a ray of light kind of come down onto the dog park, and you can see what looks like a shape kind of descending. And as you get out of the Winnebago, you notice most of the dogs kind of look over at you and start to growl. They're not doing anything, but they're all growling. And as you get out of the Winnebago, you see landing before you is this guy.
It's Skeletor as a German Shepherd.
Yeah, basically.
With a squeaky toy on his staff.
Yep.
Squeaky toy.
Basically, that's his mace. And you notice it looks like it's a squeaky toy, but it's one of those hard rubber ones.
Every time he hits you,
So it's like, damn, that's going to hurt.
Nice fursona.
Persona, yeah. This is Alpha Rex. Imagine Anubis or Anubis, but he's a German Shepherd. And yes, I couldn't think of the armor, and I looked on my desk, and my Skeletor figure was there, and I'm like, hey, he's wearing bones. So, and he's got
right.
the paw print.
Right.
So yeah, this is Alpha Rex, and when he lands, and like
with a Kong toy.
the light kind of fades away,
I throw foam dice at you.
he is he's probably about 7 feet tall,
Oh, so Doug sized.
and he kind of stands there. And as the light fades, you see Beta kind of bow to him, and he kind of looks and looking at the dogs, kind of lords over everybody. And when he looks up and sees you, you notice he does that,
The sideways look.
tilts his head like, what?
Oh, he speaks people words.
And just kind of, you hear that, like his lips clear back, bearing his fangs for a minute. and he waits to see what you're going to do. So what do you guys do?
Oh, the frisbee.
I don't know about you,
The
fellas.
frisbee.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm feeling like Bob Barker right about now. Spade or neuter your Egyptian god.
Woo!
Okay.
I fire up the old sound
Fire
pack.
up.
Okay. So you guys all pull your proton packs.
Yep, fire it
And
up.
you've got the slime blower still?
Yep.
Okay. So as you walk up, he kind of pauses and he's like, points at your group, holds up his hand, and he growls, like barks, but in your head you hear, heal.
Now, is that going to be more effective towards me, being an animal?
Or me, being very close to being one.
He says heal, notices you're not going to stop, and he gives a howl. And this one's an impressive howl. And from the light behind him, you see spirits coming through. And these spirits are like, well, obviously, remember the terror dogs?
Yeah.
Imagine something as disturbing as that, but they're different breeds. So you see a terror dog that has aspects of a pit bull. You see terror dogs that have aspects of like a cane corso. There's one that is a poodle. There's one that's a Labrador. I mean, they're like these demonic versions. And you see one, a little chihuahua that's dressed like Ghengis Khan. And anybody who was involved where you met Sherlock Bones
Yes.
went to the dog world.
Yep,
Remember that was the
yes,
bad guy?
yep.
He comes through
Comes
like
through. Oh my God.
he's like, yeah, bitches.
Yeah.
All right, I pull out a card real quick. Insert name of deity. What's his name?
Alpha Rex.
Alpha Rex. Good evening. As a duly designated representative of the city, county, and state of your location, I order you to cease any and all supernatural activity and return. What's that say? To the Fort Worth.
Fort Worth.
Oh,
Forthwith.
Forthwith.
oh yeah, forthwith to your place of origin or to the next convenient parallel dimensions.
Dimensions.
Dimension.
You just read him as Ghostbusters rights.
Sorry, I had to do it.
He just looks at you like
All of us are just looking at him.
everybody in the world just goes, huh? Tilts their head.
I don't know. He gave it to me to read.
Yeah, they do probably band it out. And on the back it says, say yes if they ask if you're a god.
Things to answer yes to. If you are a god.
Yeah.
If you are-
Say yes.
Serling, who are you going to be dealing with, or who are you going to focus on?
I am going to focus centered on Rex.
Okay.
I'm going to go down on one knee. I'm going to hold the trap out in front of me,
Okay.
facing them, and with the bullhorn, hit the screech.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes. Good
Nice.
idea. Okay. Now, to get them in the trap, somebody's going to have to weaken them.
Right, yeah, but
So-
the trap
Working on
is
it.
aimed at them.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's just go around the table. Anastasia, who are you going to be dealing with?
I'm probably going to be shooting at Rex.
With your proton pack?
Yeah.
Okay. Tracy, how about you?
Rex with the slime thrower.
Okay. How
And
about
a
you?
trap out.
Rex with the dark matter.
Okay.
Ooh.
How about you?
that Chihuahua looks dangerous, but I'll shoot Rex.
Actually, you do remember that the Genghis Khan Chihuahua was kind of powerful.
Oh,
If you
really?
remember, that's who Maury Barkety
Oh, yeah.
was trying to summon.
Yeah.
So he could be dangerous, but you don't know if he's any more dangerous than Rex.
Well, they're all shooting at him. I guess I'll shoot. Yeah, I better shoot that Chihuahua.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the way combat works, who has the highest moves right now?
I have a
Moves
3.
at 3.
I got the lowest,
Okay.
probably.
What do you got?
4,
2.
2, 2,
3.
3, and 3.
Yep. So
Okay. All right. Alpha Rex goes first.
Ooh.
Okay. He is going to use his terrorize ability, which is like the librarian ghost.
Yep.
Oh.
So I mean, even though he's daunting enough, he basically like roars and his face contorts to look totally demonic, like a demon dog. And I mean, it just bellows. And you notice that as he does this, slime and drool is just flying at you. So, first of all, I need you to make a cool check. Now, before you do, you're going to have to beat a 32.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So, let's go around the table. You had 35?
I had 35.
You had 35. What'd you have?
44.
44. What'd you
I
have?
had 38.
Okay. Well, you didn't make it,
I got 10.
and you didn't make it.
I got a 9. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got 9.
You two,
There we go.
you're like, ooh, that's scary, but we're tough. We're the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
But he cannot terrorize you for another hour. So if he does it again, you're unaffected.
Gotcha.
You rolled a 44. You beat him by quite a bit of difficulty. If he comes back next week and tries to terrorize you, you're like, oh, you again? Really?
Yeah.
You're like immune to it from now on because you rolled
Bad dog.
way high. Yeah, pretty much. You two, I will give you a choice: fight or flight.
Well,
And basically, what that means is you're either rooted to the spot, like I'm too scared, I don't know what to do,
Like
I
Winston
can't
when he
move.
got run over by the train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you're gonna run, and neither of you got a ghost, right?
No.
Thank God, because it said if you roll
no
a ghost,
also, yeah.
if you roll a ghost, you're gonna run till next Tuesday, or you faint away. So you guys can either stay there, or you're going to at least hide.
I got hide.
Which you have a talent hide.
I'm good at hiding.
So what I would allow
Bob
you,
vanishes. We're good.
what I would allow you to do is if you want to run and
dude.
hide,
I'm gonna run and hide.
and then the next time I will have you make a cool check at like
To, like,
half the difficulty. So it's like, okay, I can't see him. I know what he did. So like instead of 32, it would be 21 or something like that.
something lower. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So do you want to run and hide?
I'm gonna hide.
Okay, you can roll for your hide. See how well you.
How good of a hider am I?
Right now, probably really good.
Really good.
Let's see here. It's not. It's a 5. So there we go.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh yeah.
You're under.
What'd you roll?
I'm disguised as a bowl of rice.
Bob has effectively taken the back tire off the Winnebago, took the tire out of the cover, called inside the cover, put it back on the Winnebago.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. You managed to actually.
There's a Nosferatu hanging there, like, whoa.
Yeah. You actually managed to crawl up on top of the Winnebago, duck down, so that your proton pack looks like some of the stuff on the rack, and you can hide your eyes and just stay there. And you're fine. Because you can't see it, and it can't see you.
You can't see me.
Yeah.
I can't.
Pretty much. So you're going to be okay. The next.
Wasn't that the bed rules when you were sleeping in bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to make sure your feet couldn't be
Yep.
hanging over the edge.
Otherwise, they're going to get grabbed. Okay. And you.
Bubba was not looking at him because he was going to fire at the
Oh, that's
Chihuahua.
right. You were looking at the Chihuahua.
So I hear the scream, and I think the Chihuahua did it. So I'm just petrified at this small
Okay.
little thing.
Yeah.
And he just froze to the spot, wets himself, and just his sister go like, "Steve, I'm so sorry, but I deserve this."
Okay.
I can't even imagine what the big fella's like if this little thing is this bad.
The little, I think his name was Ghengis Rex. That's right. Ghengis Rex looks at you and like hovers forward with that little Chihuahua with the helmet and the big Fu Manchu, and he looks at you and he's like, "Aha, appropriately afraid, I must see." So he's like, "We meet again, and you are not worth my time,
Thank goodness.
but I will slap you
Okay.
on principle."
Oh no.
And he basically does the slap. You are going to lose one from your traits. He rolled a 17.
Oh, God.
Oh!
all my
So
traits.
because he's a ghost, when he does this, it's like the cartoon where his hand gets 3 times as big. Smack!
Ow.
All my traits or just one?
Just one. You pick which one you want to lower by 1, and just
Okay.
put that in the
Is it
current.
permanent?
No, it's current. Basically, when you heal, you'll
Okay.
get them back.
Whack. Oh, Steve, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Steve's like,
deserve
karma's a bitch.
Okay. The dogs of war are kind of moving closer, but you guys are going to get your turn first before they do. So you have the highest moves, and you are going to hit Rex with the slime blower.
Slime blower. Yep. I'm gonna make him a good puppy. Who's the good boy? Use the good boy.
Somebody's getting neutered.
Let's see here. Math.
Math hard.
35.
35. Nice job.
Yeah, blew some brownie points into it.
Okay, so you hit him, splatter him, and you notice he's kind of like, oh, and he just kind of pauses and does that. So that was you. 3s. Who had moves with 3s? Okay. So what are you gonna do, Dennis?
Well, I've got the trap trained on him.
Oh, that's right.
Open.
He's gonna do the hopefully the cool move here.
Okay, so you just gotta wait till everybody weakens. him.
I just got to get him weakened and draw him in.
Okay.
And at the same time, I still got the squelch on the micro,
He stomps
the loud-
sides,
the
squelches.
loud- loudspeakers.
Most of the dogs seem to be annoyed by that and probably starting to move off, but it doesn't affect the spirits.
I'm going to keep it going.
You had a moves of 2.
Yes.
You had a moves of 2. Okay. Well, he was attacking Ghengis Rex, so we'll go with you 2 first.
Okay.
So, you both have moves of 2. Who has the higher cool?
My cool's 4.
Mine's 3.
Okay, so you're first.
Okay.
So,
I'm on top of the Winnebago.
yeah, and first you need to make a cool check,
Okay.
and your target number this time is 16.
Nope. 12.
You can spend brownie points if
True,
you want to
true,
try
true.
I
and
would
get a
say
couple.
suggest it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's bump it up.
Okay.
4 points to get me a
4
6.
points. So roll 4 more dice and add them on. That way, if they all come up ones, you're still pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it.
Way over.
Okay. In that case, you're like, okay, he can't see me. He can't. What am I doing? I'm a Ghostbuster. Damn it!
dog.
And you stand up on the Winnebago like, I'm raring to go. And you're like, and he looks normal, so that's good.
No, it doesn't look normal. He's now slime coated and looks normal.
That's true. So, grab your proton wand and fire.
Am I still using dark matter?
Oh yeah, your dark
Got the
matter.
dark matter shooter.
So yes, go ahead and make a shoot and roll.
What's-
so it'd
okay.
be your moves, unless you have a fire weapon kind of talent.
I don't.
So go ahead and roll your moves,
Okay.
and just tell me what you get.
1 and 5. It's 5 total.
6. So he's slimed. So he's not moving. So that'll hit.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Damage.
let's see. And that's 3 times the amount of damage.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay. Roll 2 dice for me.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. Roll 1 die because it's really how much you
Just a ghost type.
over. Yeah, just the ghost die.
1. I hate your dice.
Yeah. If you want to spend a brownie point on this roll, I will let you.
Okay.
Whatever you roll, it's going to be 3 times that. But the limit is 1 brownie point. You can spend 1 brownie point and get an extra.
I'll do 1 brown point.
So
1 plus.
One.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
3.
All right.
So much more powerful than.
So 1 plus 3
Is 4.
Yep.
is 4.
So obviously the newbie didn't have the dials right.
Actually,
What?
so 4 total times 3 is 12.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He is weakened enough because when you hit him, he started with 18 ectopresence and you knocked it down to 9.
Yeah.
And now that he zapped him, that knocked it down to 0 ectopresence. What were you were gonna do something?
Do you need? I need to roll.
You got to roll your cool,
Okay.
and
what I
your
need.
target number, because you didn't look.
Hey, Shaybay's here.
Say you need to beat a target number of 6.
Oh, 6?
Yeah, because what happened was when you failed, I took half that for this,
Okay.
so it's
I got
16.
Yeah.
But you weren't looking directly at him,
8. Right.
so I knocked it in half again.
Okay. Well, he slapped the.
I'm sorry. So that yeah,
Okay. Well, he slapped me and like, oh,
kind of.
whoa, I'll shoot him.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your shot.
Well, I'm shooting the what's
Gotcha,
it?
Dibs.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Shaybay's been watching on zombie. She's been watching it through zombie. Ooh, creepy.
20.
20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So. Okay. Well, that's gonna. All right. Actually, that's gonna knock out Ghengis Rex. He's just small dude. So you knock his ectopresence down to 0.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. You took your turn.
My turn.
Yep. Because you had the lower cool, so you are going to shoot. You do notice that between Tracy and Bob, Alpha Rex is very weakened, but those ghosts are still floating around.
And the other creature that summoned him is probably still up too. Right?
Yeah, Beta is still
Beta.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you guys got under control. I'm going after Beta.
Okay. Go. And
29 with a ghost.
29 with a ghost. Okay. Actually,
Don't forget to check out our link tree.
how would that go for damage? Okay, well, 29 and a ghost. All right, got it. So the 29, he had an ectopresence of 10. So you knock him to 0 immediately, just from the damage you did. Because that's what... Oh, I can't find my scale, but I know it's at least more than 10 points of damage you just did. So he weakens. Just as you do that, and you're the last one, basically, Serling, you like hit the trap. And you notice it's sucking in Alpha Rex, Ghengis Rex, but the spirits, the dogs of war,
Yeah.
are kind of retreating back to that light and going up back to the sky. And you notice Beta is actually getting pulled toward the trap, and then two of the dogs of war grab him by the shoulders with their jaws and pull him back to the light too. So you don't get him in the trap.
He gets away.
He goes back to whatever dimension he came from.
Damn, I got a track too I haven't set up yet.
Yep. So basically, all 3 of the main characters are dealt with. Alpha and Ghengis are in your trap. The dogs of war went back to the dimension, but they took Beta with them. So you didn't trap him. So you don't know if he can come back or not. Because he was trapped in the idol.
Yeah.
Now he's not. So the idol is probably...
Out here.
The idol is probably free and clear. You could display it wherever you want. The chances of him getting back into that idol, slim and none. The chances of him coming back could be pretty good, depending on how smart he is.
Ain't no way to go after him, huh?
No, unless you could get to that dimension, because as soon as they get in there, the light and the clouds dissipate. But you did notice his collar, that big collar he had, and the armor. It had a little tag on it. It said Beta, if found, call.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
It said Beta, if found, call this number.
Call this number.
Cute.
Yeah. So you guys captured the Rex. The dogs actually like dissipate. They just kind of like snap to, kind of yelp a little bit, look at each other, and then just bolt off to wherever they were going. Some of them run off together. Some of them are just like, what? Where am I? Head back home. The crowd goes wild. The cops are all like, yeah, Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters.
Turn off the squelch.
Yep. So as you guys do that, you got the smoking trap, turn around, adulation of the crowd. Everybody's like, oh my God, that's amazing. And cue the end theme song. But now we have the epilogue. So you guys get back to the station.
All right.
You guys put the trap in the ecto-containment unit, flush it. So they're in there. You're all good.
It's green, the trap is clean.
Yep, you're all good. You kind of get settled in. You're like, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
The next day, you guys can go visit Steve in the hospital.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah.
wants to?
No, I went there right after. So
Okay, well, they wouldn't let you in because he's in recovery.
all right.
But
Well,
then
then he went down and spent a bunch of money buying up every comic book he could.
Okay. All right. So Steve wakes up in the morning. You guys all show up. And kind of looks around and is like, what happened?
I'm sorry, Steve. I thought you were a dog.
Okay.
Here, I bought your comic
He's like,
books.
you hit me, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought you were a dog. I bought you comic books.
He kind of like, and you see him look probably at you guys and wink, and he's like, well, these are all right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is Bob. He's nice.
I remember Bob. So anyway, Steve kind of shakes your hand, makes it up to you. He's like, actually, those are pretty cool. Thanks, Bubba. I appreciate it. You guys, he'll be out of the hospital in a day or two.
I told him to give you extra good sponge baths. I hope they've been doing that for
No, I told him not to.
you. You want me to do it? Make
Nope,
it up?
nope.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm
You
good.
want me to do it?
He does say it was really weird to be possessed, though. That was a first. I was in like the back seat, watching it through my eyes like a spectator. But all I kept thinking of was, I really have to pee. So okay, that was the game. I hope you guys liked it.
Yay!
Not bad for coming up with today.
Today.
Nice.
Yes, brownie points.
Points.
Everybody gets back whatever they spent.
Aw.
Yeah, back to 32.
And I will give you guys 10 more
Ooh.
on top of that because you guys
Cool.
actually didn't have to fight the villains too much. You did some good rolls. You spent brownie points and you captured them all at once or got rid of them all at once.
And a bunch of brownie points.
So now Beta may come back, may not. So, but yeah, there you go.
Sweet.
Well, folks, that's it for us tonight. We are the Raconteur Society. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday night.
Yep.